just stop it. Just stop. You're just being selfish humans. And I don't care who don't like me saying this. I really don't care. But that is what we are. We're a bunch of cruel, selfish humans, and we need to stop.
And the truth of the matter is, right, if we had to kill our own food, most everybody on the planet would be vegetarians.
Yes, they would.
Nobody would do it because they'll feel the pain, they'll feel the suffering, and they don't. Matter of fact, people don't even want to watch it.
Well, then you gotta go. Come on,
we got
right.
Go in him and.
Chef Babette, we got Kim out there. She's agreeing with you. She's saying how humans are
selfish and self-centered.
You know, it's growing up feeling like you have a privilege to do whatever you want to do.
You're human. Well, did Germans feel that way when they wiped out Jewish people, or did
exactly.
Was that it? Because my skin is brown, you have the right to treat me like I'm an animal just because I have brown skin? What is wrong with you? No.
Yeah, where does it stop and where does it end?
It's like we are born in and of love. What happened to that? And no, I don't want nobody to misconstrue. I ain't tripping about being black. Lord, I love being my color.
You're beautiful black too.
But the bottom line is, I know that we are creating our own demise, and we are creating some really horrible karmic debt that we will have to pay. Now, I don't care what y'all say. You can make whatever comments you want to make about me. I don't read the comments no more.
So I'm gonna cut you. Stop reading the comments. I'm gonna have to cut you off real quick, Chef Babette. Let's take a break. Welcome back. You're listening to Health Matters on KPFB 89.3 FM in Berkeley. We're tuned in to Chef Babette from LA. She's telling us, the real about how she feels when it comes to how these animals are being treated, how they're being slaughtered, how society has just disengaged or not in tune with what's really going on. Go ahead and fill us more in, Chef Babette.
Well, I can only fill you in on things that touch my heart and in our this walk, this journey. And I can tell you that I feel ever so blessed to be in this space consciously right now. And I feel so blessed to be able to embrace another being. I've never thought that I would ever want my own little pig. I just can see myself with a tiny house with lots of land and my little pig running around enjoying its journey.
So farmer Chef Babette, you're going to have you're going to have an acre.
And of course I'm going to have a garden. So I have my little pig and my garden. But come on, we don't have to do the things that we do to exist and to enjoy this whole thing called life. And I guess that's what bothers me more than anything. We need to unleash the cruelty. We need to stop with the cruel thoughts. Come on, it's not self-serving. It's really horrible for all of us, for all of it. And it's like you see people just making really horrible comments about people and just, I don't know, just we've forgotten how to love. And I guess that's what can be so disappointing, but what I can do is continue to love myself.
That's where it starts. Loving within.
And
hey.
Anyway, and it just really starts with just me being the person who push out the love, and that's who I'm in control of.
And I think that's very powerful because for a long time in my life, until I started my meditation practice, I didn't know how to love myself. I was told so many bad things about myself that it was hard to even picture anything good coming out of that. So once I started on this meditation thing, what I found out was, first of all, I could love myself. Then I was looking at animals and the connection with nature and like looking at a random bird and just giving that bird love. I know that sounds crazy, but you have more of a connection with everything and you understand you don't want anything to suffer. I see a dead animal on the side of the road and I send something to that animal. But before I just like, oh, so he must have caught a bad one or something, right? So the compassion part of it was huge for me. But at first,
outside
me too.
I'll put them in a paper and take them outdoors. And people can look at that and say, "Well, that's stupid." Why is it stupid? It's life. It's life, and I appreciate life.
Exactly.
I want to eat it. I want to be around it. You know.
So we're going to switch up the topic a little bit because you're so inspiring to our community right now. You don't know how many people look up to you, Chef Babette.
No, you can do about 60 of them.
You can do 60 push-ups.
No, I told y'all I could do 50.
And we're gonna have you do that.
We're gonna put the
and they better be, hey, they better be full reps too.
Hey y'all,
so
I got.
So were you always this health conscious when it came to your physical aspect, or was it just the eating?
No, actually, it all started together.
Okay.
You know, when I met Ron, he was really into running them hills. He did it all the time. So then I got into that. So that's when.
What do you mean by running hills? Was he?
So on my first date with Griffith,
Okay.
and Griffith Park has these trails that you can run from the bottom, starting on I think it's Filez, and you run these trails all the way up past the observatory, and I think it's about 1,600 feet up. And my first date, hey Laverne, I went to high school with her.
So your first date, you went to go a workout.
We went to Griffith Park, and this guy ran the whole thing backwards. And I looked at him, and I thought to myself, if he can do this backwards one day, I'm going to be able to at least stay in a running mode at a walker's pace maybe, but I'm going to be able to run this hill, and I can.
So how long have y'all been together now?
28 years. I mean,
yeah.
Years,
so, guys, if you're taking the ladies out to dinner and you're whining and dining them, listen to Chef Babette. All you have to do is take them to the park and go for a run. That's it. And you're going to have everlasting love.
But you also have to fix their first vegan meal for them, and that's what Ron did. It was a vegan meal that it was string beans and basmati brown rice.
Ooh,
I hadn't.
You're making me hungry now.
Uncle Ben's child. Basmati brown rice.
So it was all exotic. Yeah.
And then I kept calling the tofu meat. I kept saying, "Can I have some more meat?" And he was like, "It's tofu, it's not meat." But it was such an incredible meal and so amazing afterwards that it just inspired me. And I wanted to taste food that I grew up on. Maybe can I mimic that without using animal products?
And you did.
Yeah. So
we did.
Okay, y'all did.
Okay. It was a collective effort.
Yes.
So now you're I hate to say 67 years.
Yes.
You're 67 years young.
And I'll be glad when it's June. Then it'll only be 6 months away from being 68.
When's your
it's
birthday?
Like I'm 70.
December 7th.
Yeah, we one day apart. You already know that. I told you that. Don't act surprised.
I said that's why I like you so much. You
That's it.
Sad.
Just because we have the same birthday, just because of that.
No, because.
Okay, thank you.
So bad.
Okay.
So how?
Can I say hi?
Yeah, give all the shout outs you want.
I went.
Hey, what's going on, Laverne?
All right.
So how often do you work out? Because your physique is amazing. I would never guess that you're 67 years young.
I'm so busy right now. I get maybe 3 days a weekend. Okay. I would love to do more, but until I'm able to turn some stuff over in the restaurant, full, this is about as good as I can get. And I do a lot of core strength. I had a great trainer by the name of Brian, oh my God, strength on Instagram, and he
oh my God, strength.
Give it to him because he was awesome. He got me. He taught me how to just use my own.
Yeah, like calisthenics.
Yeah. And I didn't do a lot of weights. I just did me, and he had me so strong. He really had me strong. So I mimic the workouts I did with him, and it keeps me up. I'm definitely not where I'd like to be. I want to get in. I need to get into the yoga, and I definitely need to do more running.
You know what's crazy? Yoga's been speaking to me lately too.
Serious.
Yeah, just being able to control the entire body.
Well, Kat and I have a question for you. Yeah. Because we was gonna snatch you up and take you to the gym while you was out here.
I should go. I really.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Would wanna go? What does that mean?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, there we go.
When we going?
We going sometime while you're here.
Okay, cool. That's all I brought, and hiking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go.
So right now, you're working out 3 times a week. You're eating healthy. What motivates you every single day to get up? Because usually when you hear somebody 67 years old or 67 years young, they're ready to retire. They're slowing down. It's like you're doing the polar opposite of what society is telling somebody your age to do.
But there's life. I mean, do you have to just sit down and put them little soft shoes on and a little sock and a crooked?
That's what we've been taught. That's what we've been taught since day one.
67 years old and they're soap operas
You're
all
supposed
day.
to be sitting down resting like all the other 67-year-olds.
I can't give it up that fast, y'all. No, to be perfectly honest with you, I have too much energy. Plus, I'm running a restaurant. I'm the head chef in the restaurant, and we open at noon, so I'm generally in there between 3:30 and 4. I'm ready for that to change, and getting ready to the book. As you know, the book is about to be printed.
When is that going to be released? Because people are waiting for the book.
People have been waiting since last spring for the book. The best folks out there that have been so patient with me, and they keep their little $17.95. But the book is coming. It's such an awesome book. You guys are going to be so happy you waited. But I do love you so much. You'll get the ebook as well.
Can you explain a little bit more about your book? Because I haven't even heard about it.
The book is pretty much a fun book for me because I got into make live desserts, icebox desserts, I like to call them, and customers really enjoy these desserts. So I started making parfait mixes, and then the parfait mixes went to pies, cakes, and I got just nuts with it. And I thought, why don't I put all this in a book? They're so pretty and they're so fun, and they're so darn simple to make. With absolutely, and I'm not using refined.
So you're gonna make us this dessert while you're out here? While you get my mouth is salivating right now.
And don't just say it because you're on the air here. Because we're gonna
hold you to it. We're gonna post it on Instagram and Facebook. Okay.
You know. But anyway, so the book